Hello students, today I am going to discuss about the isometric pyramids. Okay, here we have the three types of pyramids, okay, which we will discuss now. The first one is the square pyramid, and the second one is the pentagon pyramid, and the third one is the hexagonal pyramid. Okay, so these are the pyramids we have. Okay, so first of all, let's see how to draw the square pyramid. Okay, so here the square pyramid, the side is 30 mm and the axis is approximately 50 mm. Okay, let's draw the square pyramid first. Okay, then later we discuss about the how to draw the pentagon and the hexagonal pyramids. Okay, so already we know how to draw the square shape. So here the square shape don't need of the enclosing box. Okay, there is no need of enclosing box for the square and rectangle. Okay, so for that I am directly go to draw the square pyramid in the isometric position. Okay, so in this the pyramids I am directly draw the all three diagrams into the x and z planes. Okay, so if you want to draw in the xy plane and yz planes, you will try it. Okay, first of all I am going to draw the square pyramid. Okay, so for that, for any isometric projections we need a reference line. First of all we need to draw a reference line. Okay, so first of all look at the square. Okay, let's start it. First of all we need a reference line. I will draw it here. First of all let me check the height. Okay, for that I will draw it here. So this is the reference line. Okay, here we have the reference line. Okay, now I'm going to mark a point over here. Okay, from that we'll draw the 30 degrees of lines. The first one here and the second one here. Okay, now the distance is 30 mm. Okay, I have to mark the center point. Okay, so before that I am going to give the names to the square. Okay, so there is the A, B, C, A, and this is the O. Okay, now first we have marked the O at the center. Okay, so further we have first of all we have to find out the center point like this. Like this. Okay, so this is the center point here. Okay, listen. Okay, from here we need to point out the axis height of 50 mm. Okay, this is the base point. From here we have to mark as the 50 mm of axis line. Okay, here. Okay, this is the height of 50 mm from here. Okay, now from all these points we need to draw the lines because of it's a pyramid. We need to darken with the black color because these are the visible lines. Okay, so these back two lines are the invisible lines. That's why we need to draw as the dotted lines. Actually here also one of the invisible lines. Okay, but here the visible line is dominated the invisible line. That's why you need to draw the dark line. Okay, so now give the names A, B, C, D. Sorry, C, D, and this is the O. Okay, so this is the square pyramid of isometric. Okay, now I'm going to draw the pentagon. Okay, so here, if you notice the one thing here in these three diagrams, the first one is I had already find out the center, and the third one, that is the hexagon, also I have to find out the center, but here I didn't draw this. Okay, you know why? Because it's so many students difficult to find out the center of this point, center of the pentagon. Okay, that's why first of all I need to show you how to draw the how to find out the center of the pentagon. Okay, so for that, first of all, so here for the pentagonal pyramid, if it is the projection of solids, if it is in the section of solids, wherever it is. Okay, so here if we need to find out the center point, there is the only one condition is just find the two midpoints of any lines and join the opposite corners. Okay, can you got it my point? You need to draw any midpoint of two lines, either the lines, first of all give the names A, B, C, D, E, and this pentagon is I am enclosed in the box of P, Q, R and S. Okay, so I am enclosing the box pentagon into the box. Okay, so here my point is, okay, to find out the center of the pentagon pyramid, okay, you need to find out the midpoints of any two lines. Okay, either the midpoint of AB and BC, okay, either the midpoint of AE and DG, okay, like that. Okay, and those midpoints join to the corner of the opposite point. Okay, corner of the opposite corner of the point. Okay, for example, let me show you the example. Okay, so for example, find out the midpoint of the AB. Okay, let me show you. So here this is the 30 mm line, here we have the midpoint. Okay, this is the midpoint. So here it's a very light line, because it's a unnecessary thing. We need to find out the midpoint. Cut it's a very light line. Okay, because we do not draw these lines in the diagram. Okay, so next, this is the midpoint of the AB line. I am joining the midpoint opposite to the corner of the midpoint point. Okay, like that. For example, I am taking it the AE of the midpoint. So here I have the midpoint of the AE. Now I am joining the midpoint to the opposite corner, like this. So this is our midpoint. Okay, this is our O. So this is our O. Okay, now you understand how to find out the midpoint. Okay, first of all, the condition to find out the midpoint of the pentagonal pyramid is we need to find out any midpoint of the two lines. Okay, then each midpoint is joined opposite to a corner. Okay, then we'll get the point, that the intersection point. This intersection point is the center of the pyramid of the center of the pentagonal pyramid. Okay, now I am going to join the center to the each corners, like this. Like this. Okay, now I'm going to draw this pentagonal pyramid into the isometric view. Okay, so for that, first of all I have to draw a reference line over here. So this is our reference line. Now I will mark the point over here. Okay, so from there I will draw the 230 degrees of lines. like this, and second one is here. Okay, now I'm going to draw the, first of all I'm going to draw the enclosing box. Okay, let's find out the enclosing box distance. So this is the 50 mm of horizontal line and the 45 mm of vertical line. Okay, let me draw this. Okay, first mark the point P over here. So first is the 50 mm of horizontal line. Okay, so next this is the 45 mm. Okay, now we're going to find out the third point with the help of intersection of the point. Similarly, find out the distance from this is our next point. I am joining these points. Okay, so these are the enclosing bars. That is the rhombus P, Q, R and S. Now we have to find out the distance from the P to A, B to Q, similarly, and Q to C and R to D. Okay, like that. So let's find out. Okay, so from P to A is, so from we have 1 mm of P to A. So similarly from Q to B also the 1 mm. Okay, now from C to Q is, so C to Q is approximately 2.8. Okay, one, 2.5. Okay, so this is the A, B, C, D and E. Okay, so let's go. Now here also first of all we have to find out the midpoint of this AB. There is 1.5. This is the midpoint of AB. Now join the from A to midpoint, from B to midpoint. Okay, like this. Okay, so find out here the distance of the center from D. It's 2.4. It's a 2.4. Okay, now find out the center from the D. It's 2.4. Okay, so here we have the center. So from that, here we don't have the axis height. So now take it as the assume the axis as the 60 mm. Okay. So here we have the axis of point, that's the O, apex. Okay. Now I am going to join the all the corners with the O point. So this is the O. Okay, so this is the our final diagram of the pentagon. Okay, now we are going to find out the, so this is the O. Okay, so next we are going to draw the hexagonal pyramid. Okay, let's go to draw the hexagonal pyramid. So for that also first of all we need to draw the a reference line. Okay, so let me draw the diagram over here. I draw this hexagonal. So the hexagonal height also considered as the 50 mm or 60 mm. So it's depends on the our space. Okay. So first of all, let me draw the a reference line of horizontal line. So like this. Okay. Now I'm going to find out the a midpoint over here. So from there I need to draw the two lines. Those are the 30 degrees of each apart. So from there, so first of all let me, now we have to first find out the distances of enclosure. Okay, so I will have to give the names P, Q, R, S. Okay, so here A, B, C, D, E and F. Okay, so first let me find the distance from P to A is 1.5. So P to A is 1.5. So similarly from B to Q, Q to B is also the 1.5. Okay, now from C to Q is 1 to 2.5. Okay, so the other dimensions also the same. Okay, so first of all let me show the what is the PQ. PQ is 60 mm and QR is the 5.2. Okay, QR is the 5. Let me check out again. I'll check it here. Yeah, 5.2. Okay, the vertical distance is 5.2 and the horizontal distance is 50 mm. 60 mm. Sorry, 60 mm. Okay, so first of all let me draw the 60 mm of line from here. So I will draw here 60 mm of line from here. This is the P and Q. Okay, now I am going to draw the line of, so here I am going to draw the 5.2 of line. This is the vertical line of P to S. Okay, now going to find out the third point with the help of the intersection of the points. So for that, let me take the distance of P to Q. Okay. So now from okay, so this is our next point, that is the R. Okay, now find out the next. We have to mark the points of we have to find out the points of A, B, C, D, E, F over here. Okay, further, so this is the 1.5 and this is the 2.5 of distance. Okay, so mark the points. So from here 1 and 1.5. From here also 1 and 1.5. Okay, similarly here also 1.5, 1.5. Okay, so this is the height of 2.5 from the bottom. So similarly here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now join all these points. Okay, next find out the center of the point. Okay, so for center of the point, I will take it as a distance from the F to C. Okay, so F to C, draw a line from left to C. First of all, give the names. That is the A, B, C, D, E and F. Okay, so first of all we have to find out the center of the square hexagonal pyramid. Okay, so here this is the center. Okay, now I am drawing the line from F to C, then I will get the center point distance from the F to center. Okay, that is the O. Okay, so for that we have to draw a line of a small reference line. It should be a very thin line. Okay, so from F to O is a distance of 30 mm. Okay, so a distance of 30 mm from here to here. Okay, so this is the center point. Okay, now take the height of 60 mm. So this is the height, reference height. Okay, so you don't need to draw this line. Okay, just point out the point of O. Okay, so this is the O. Okay, now join all the corners from the O point. Okay. Like this. Like this. Like this. And this should be a dotted line. Okay, and this one also the dotted lines. That's it. Okay, so this is the hexagonal pyramid. Okay, I hope you understand how to draw the. Let me zoom out. Okay, so this is the diagrams. Okay, so first one is the square, and second one is the pentagonal pyramid, and third one is the hexagonal pyramid. I hope you understand how to draw these diagrams. Okay, so for every diagram you don't forget to mention the degrees, that is the 30 degrees, and this one is also the 30 degrees, and this one is also the 30 degrees, and it should be a 30 degrees. Okay, so for every diagram you have to show this. Okay, in the previous diagram maybe I think I forget to show this angle. Okay, so we have to show this one. Okay, so this is the diagram, and at the same time we have to show the height of the that is the axis of the height. Okay, so show the lines from here to bottom line. Okay, similarly from here to here. Okay, that is the axis of the line here. Okay, that we have to show the up to here. Okay, so from here to here. Okay, I have to show the height. Okay, this is the height of 50 mm, this is the height of 60, and this is the height of 60. Okay, thank you. Try it. If you have any doubts, then you have to ask me in the comments. Okay.